Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be making a little Pengling plushie from Subnautica Below Zero. And as with all the plushies I make, we're going to start out with a sock. Since the Pengling's body is already a little oval shaped, I don't need to modify this sock at all, and I can just stuff it. After I stuff the sock, I can squish all the stuffing around so I can shape it the way I want. Then I just cut off the excess and sew a gather stitch around the top to close it up. These two patterns I made for the beak. The one with the notch in it goes on the inside. I cut it out of this black fabric and sew the two together. After stuffing it, I pin it onto the head and then attach it using a ladder stitch. I do the same for the other half of the beak too, and then I take the two halves and sew them together since the beak is going to be closed. For the pattern on the beak, I cut out this little bean shape and then cut it out of a blue fabric and attach it on using fabric glue since I don't want any stitching to be shown here and it would be really obvious. After it's dry, I take out all the pins and use a red paint, which is not fabric paint because I only have a black fabric paint, and paint on the red fade that's on these blue parts. For the eyes, I had to make 4 patterns. One is for the black ring that goes around the eye, and the other is for the actual eye itself. I used the bigger circle that you just saw to cut out these pieces of black fabric, and then I attached them onto the body using fabric glue again. For the Pengling's eyeballs, I cut the smaller circles out of some yellow felt, sew them together, and stuff them. Then I sew them onto the black circles, because glue would not be strong enough to hold these things on. I use orange paint and go around the entire eye with a small ring, and then on the top I shaded in more to fill in the details in the eye. I wish I could use fabric for this, but I really couldn't get any fade with it. I shade in the rest of the 3 eyes, then when I'm done with that, I sketch out the pupils and use my black fabric paint to fill them in. I could have used fabric for this, but I really wanted to use my paint. While I'm waiting for the eyes to dry, I can start making the wings. I take these 2 patterns, I cut the full triangle and the little sliver out of blue fabric. With the remaining pattern, I cut it out of this white sock. With this white triangle and the blue sliver, I attach those two together and then attach the blue triangle facing right sides together. Then I just use a ladder stitch again to attach it onto the body. I take the red paint again and paint a stripe along the blue and white edges of the wing. I know the Pengling has feet, but in the sake of a plushie, I chose to not put them on because I thought it looked cuter. And finally, I add a little tail. I call him Potato, because he still looks like a potato. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. See ya!